Yo, what's up, man? It's a really good day, man. I'm fresh off a plane, and the first thing I had to come through is come and check out the new location of Deadstock DMV, located in Springfield, Virginia, at Springfield Mall. Make sure y'all come and check my boys out. I got three gentlemen here. Two of them you already familiar with. They are friends of the network. And we introducing our third family member today. So we got my boy Brandon, got my boy Twan, and we got the new addition to the family, Sharif, man. So like, I really just want to catch up with you boys. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir.
y'all been doing y'all thing. I love the aesthetics of the space, man.
Appreciate
And I just want to have a nice little dialogue about the new beginnings, you know? So like, who about to kick this thing off? Who about to talk to the people first?
Hey, look, when they pull out a mic, I gotta pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So my name's B.O. I'm the president. Now that we got the new location, you can call me a marketing specialist.
Okay.
We've been doing this now in this location for 2 months. Like, Deadstock DMV started in 2012. It's been it's been a journey, but every day has been a blessing. We love what we do. Glad to have Sharif with me. Glad to have Twan with me. And, when Mo pull up, it's a party and it's going to be a movie. So, I'm just going to pass the mic like that. But you know what it is. B.O., baby.
Shout out to B.O., man.
So, yeah, Twan, CEO of Deadstock as well. Like B.O. said, man, it's been a long journey, long journey. Glad we made it here. Like you said, been here for 2 months. We still in our, early stages. It's a lot more we want to do with the space, even though we get a lot of compliments. Everybody loves the store, the atmosphere, the artwork we got in here. So, yeah, man, like it's only up from here. You know what I mean? So y'all come check us out. Like you said, we in Springfield Mall. I'm going to pass over to my man, Reef.
Definitely happy to be here, part of the team. The pandemic came and knocked us on our butts, but it's also been a blessing in disguise because we were able to come in, revamp, we redid the logo, and we're getting ready to show the world something different.
Amazing. So what does something different look like in this industry that you guys are in right now?
Absolutely. So the first things first is we're here for the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what's going to be different. Is this is our store, but it's for the people.
Yeah.
Right. We're only going to be as good as what the people bring in, as what they want to sell, what they want us to sell, what they want us to have. The local brands we're supporting and sponsoring.
Yes,
so it's the store is ours, but it's really theirs.
Nice, man. Nice. And it's crazy because it's like it's not a lot of spaces for these local brands to really have their work displayed on a daily basis with the traffic that you guys are proud. I've been in here. I came in here at closing and it was, a little hectic in here, man. So I know y'all feeling it. Sharif, you sound definitely much aligned with, the paradigm and philosophy that I know these two guys bring to the table. So it just seemed like y'all partnership seeming real organic right now, man.
Most definitely. It happened the most organic way too. I'm telling you, it just happened, right? It was all on God how it happened.
I always gotta ask this question. I'm gonna ask it forever. How does a young, I'm not even gonna say a minority, or you know what I mean? I'm just saying, how does three men get together, three people get together and create a shoe store? Like, I think everybody want to know how to create who don't want to be Foot Locker, right?
So let's go with the simplest form. I think the biggest thing now with the new technology, and you have StockX and you have GOAT, that's an avenue to sell, but the biggest thing is customer service. Once you build that customer service, you build that clientele, now you can navigate and move how you move because you have that following. So if you dropping t-shirts, you dropping socks, you giving shoes, you're giving value. The thing with us, like Reef said, we're really trying to focus on the community. That's our biggest niche. We all have children, and the next generation is the biggest thing. Without the next generation pushing us and the next generation forward, where we going to be? They talk about global warming taking over. So if we not educating ourselves now, what does the future look like? So you go with that. You find you some good shoes. There's shoes all around now. So you find yourself a good price. Learn how to negotiate. Rich just said he got off the plane. Whenever I go anywhere out the country, even you catch me on South Beach, I'm about to buy something, I'm negotiating. So go out there, find you some shoes, find them for a good price. Now you got to find your market. Are you going for 20%? Are you going for 30%? You just trying to sell a shoe and get a customer? Now you know what you're aiming for. So you find those 3 shoes if you can afford it, 10 shoes if you afford it. You're trying to make $50. But if you have that customer base that's looking for what you're looking for, or you going to where they're at. If it's a sneaker show, like a lot of people are in high school, middle school, so you're around your customer base. So you go around with them, let them know, hey, I got these shoes. I know such and such selling them for $220. I'm gonna give them to you for $200. Now you can sell them. It's not a small demand of customers or oversaturation of products. It's just finding your niche and finding your group of people to market to. And then you can make it happen. Now with us, it started with me. I hooked up with Twan. Make it real quick. Reef went to Westlake 2, and we sponsored one. He sponsored the other. He gonna go more in depth, and then boom, it's us.
So one of the biggest things that
make sure you get some camera time
Brandon's
too, bro.
missing, one of the things I think Brandon's missing the most is to be honest, is that we're not selfish.
Yeah.
Right. We're teaching our staff the method as well, right? Because what we want to do is we want to build proteges. We want people to know what we're doing and how to do it. A lot of these shops that fail, they're selfish and stingy. They're trying to keep it to themselves, right? We want everyone to eat. We want everyone to learn. We want the DMV to grow as a sneaker community, right? Because that's what it's really about, right? Is that the DMV doesn't get love, right? We don't get love in the sneaker community, right? When all the Nike drops happen, they happen in New York, they happen in LA. They don't really happen here, right? So the biggest thing for us with the whole community thing as well is you want to come in here and learn how to run a business, we'll teach you. We're not going to charge you nothing. We're just here to teach and help grow and mentor.
That's super dope, man. I think of you guys as like an organization of leaders that specialize in the art of creating more leaders. And that's something that we don't really get. And I worked at Foot Action when I was like 13, 14, till I got the undergrad.
You see the pride though? He's like,
I worked at Foot Action, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about Foot Locker Inc. Foot Locker Inc. ain't teach me how to become the next Foot Locker Inc.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
That wasn't something that they were interested in, right?
Yep.
So like when it gets to what you guys are doing, it's like you guys are paving the road for the next generation, and I don't want that to go. I don't want that to miss people, that can easily get by people and they could just push you in another business. So when we start talking about Black-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, we start talking about the difference or what you guys are bringing into the industry. I think it's an important point to make that you guys are community-based in the fact that you guys are creating other business owners. And sooner or later, you guys are going to have like a nice little tree, like...
I think it goes back to creating value, and when you're producing a product, but you're also giving value, you don't feel, that the need to hold on so much. It's a secret, but you can put your spin on it. I could put my spin on it. You just giving that knowledge to build that next generation because it's a lot of money out here. Like now that I got into the stock market, I know Reef in the stock market, you heavy in the stock market mode.
Hey, no, I'm not.
Oh no.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, we got crypto over there, we got, all types, but just telling the next generation and teaching them about finances and being financial literate and, building that next generation. You holding on to that knowledge for what? Build that playbook for that next person, build your community up. A lot of people, they get their money, they leave. You don't have to stay, but go back and pour into that community so other people can go out. I think now that you see more people making it that's not rapping or playing basketball, now they have other avenues, and now you can have other aspirations of doing things. It's people making money in real estate. It's people making money doing trucking. It's people making money selling different items. It's just really, really knowing your craft and having that knowledge, and the question I have for you, PhD Rich, if y'all didn't know, my man over here, masters and all that. So, now going back to education, you know, one thing I know is people, they talk about school, but a lot of people don't need school to necessarily make money, you know, or school aren't teaching what people need to be able to really make it. Teaching you how to work in the system, but now, as you say, work for yourself and create that unlimited wealth. You say you want to teach, you know, what is it that makes what you're doing different than what's going on? You know, because I know you pour into the community, but to let me know and the people know, because I'm interested, you know, PhD rich over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real, man. So I don't know how we got here, man. B know how to flip the script on somebody, don't he? But yeah, man, I'm a college professor, and I teach communications. And the first thing I always tell my students is you got to find your language, you know? I think some overlaps, just like something that you just said that I think is very interesting. It was going to be my next question, but I'll bridge it into my answer, right? It could be something as simple as like sneakers. We compare it to the stock market, right? Kanye West drops a flip-flop tomorrow. How much is that flip-flop going to retail for? $90. So let's look at that as like an IPO. Right? Like a new company just went public.
Right.
It's an IPO. The starting price is $90. You got to get in at $90.
Right.
It's going to be hard to get in at $90. That's like getting in at Coinbase at $250. Like, right? It's really, you got to be, you know what I mean? You got to have an inside track. You know what I mean? You got to have relationships with, you got to really get into that space where you're catching an IPO at the price that it enters at when everybody's know this price is going to shoot up the roof.
Right.
You know, but then it's like, okay, I can't get in at that IPO. I can't get that sneaker. I can't get that shoe for $90. What do I project that shoe to be worth in a year, in 2 years?
Right.
Now, if I'm a sneakerhead, what am I going to do? I'm going to start looking at the other junks I got, how much I pay for them junks, how much I pay for companies that's similar to it, right? And I'm going to start treating a sneaker the same way that somebody in Wall Street is treating a Lucid Motors. You know what I mean? Or a Tesla or any of these popular stocks. They're predicting like what trend line these shoes are going in. And everybody can do that in their respective fields. It's all about finding the language you speak. Right. For some people, it's sneakers. Some people, it's art. Right? Like art is no different than the sneaker industry right now than the boom of the art industry in the 1600s and in the Enlightenment period in Italy or France or the Benin bronzes in the 6th and 7th centuries. Like it's no difference. Like
he teaching now, people.
Y'all gotta stop getting me started here. This ain't about me, you know what I mean? But I did want to ask you guys, like, how much of a talent is that? Just understanding, like, you know, you talking about negotiating. Part of negotiating is understanding the market. You know what I mean? Like how much of that goes into what you guys do, just understanding how much a shoe is worth, how much a shoe is going to be worth. You know what I mean?
It's a lot that goes into it. Because, you know, it's a prediction before that product even comes out. You know what I mean? And then it could either stay or, you know, it's a type thing where you have to look into it every day sometimes. Like a shoe can change. Like you said, just like stocks is, you know, and then it's like, you have to know what shoe is going, you almost know what Jordan 1 is going to go for a nice penny if you hold it for a couple months, you know what I mean, a year down the line. So it's like, you definitely have to know what type of shoe you can hold on to, what shoe is going to flip right then and there, you know, what shoe you can make a few dollars on. So it all, you know, it all varies. And you just got to stay on top of it because, you know, the price will go up or go down on you real quick. And, you know, you might have lost or may have lost some money. You know what I mean? Take a hit. You know, you could have made a little more. So just staying on top. And I tell B, like B, he mastered this. He, you know, he got experience. He got a lot of experience. But me, I like to check the market, you know, more thoroughly. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, be right. And that's what comes with that experience. But, you know.
Wait, can I get the mic real quick? Let me tell you this. If you don't know one thing about Twan is the most anal person, pause, that you will ever meet. Like, if you have a pain just a little bit crooked, you think it's perfect, everything clean. He gonna walk in all nice. How y'all doing? I don't like that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You just move that a little bit. All right, my bad. So Twan always tell me, check this, check that, double check this. And
Just never know.
Like Twan said, the market does change. Now with StockX and GOAT, people try to use that now as the meter. It used to be eBay and Flight Club for the most part. You know?
I remember them Flight Club
You
days,
feel me?
man. I used to
Like,
drive to New York to go to Flight Club.
You know what I'm saying? Like Flight Club, people then you'll pay a shoe worth $200. It's $400. All they want to do is take a picture with the bag and be like, I'm at Flight Club. Like, and Flight Club was running the market. So it was like if you was beating Flight Club, this is like 2012. Before 2012, I was more so a child, I would say. But, graduating in 2017, 2012 is when I really started as a business. And at that point, like I say, that was the only thing. And Kick Spot if you was in the area. You know what I mean? So if you looked at that as the meter. Now if you go somewhere, you try to sell something, they looking right down at their phone, checking Golden StockX. But back to you. A shoe would come in, so I be like, check it. I be like, bruh, it's worth $250, bruh. Let's pay $200. Nah, did you check it, bruh? Bruh, it's going for $250, bruh. Let's pay $200. Nah, but check it, bruh. All right, go ahead, check it. Go check it, bruh. Oh, you right, bro. Let's go $250.
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with checking. Look, that's that yin and yang right there, though. That's why we work well together. You know what I mean? Complement each other well, and that's why I think we succeed. And then with the addition with Sharif, it's like, yeah, we do what we gotta do.
We gonna win.
Yeah,
we gonna win.
StockX is the Bloomberg of the stock market, right?
Man.
It's where people go and get their research, get their studies, get their everything, right? That's really what it is. Morningstar. Right, so if you look at Morningstar, that's what StockX is for stores like us.
Nice. I just think that's a handy little tip for anybody. Like whatever your interest is, start there. If your interest is video games, you know what I mean. Start there. Like if you're interest, wherever your interest lies, like start there. Start learning the language. Start learning the lay of the land. Start learning what is worth what. Why is it worth that? You know what I mean? Like, and then when you really start getting super talented, you start to forecast things that might happen in the future,
Sure.
It's crazy. Like when you talking about that, you hear stock market language, but you talking about shoes. Like it really goes yin and yang. Like I'm thinking Twan talking about the one. Like you see a one. If it's an OG colorway, even if it retails at 160, it's going for like 220. Like, if you hold on to that joint, if you hold on to that item, it's going to go up. Like, right. It's going to go up. If it's going to be 300, if it's going to be 350, if you can afford to hold it, it's going to go up. And a lot of things now that the young dudes do, besides having bots, a lot of people have storage units. And sometimes people be stocking. One thing, a tip that an OG told me was like, if you can afford to buy something, hold on to it for 5 years, at the minimum, you're gonna make money on everything you held on to. Like, because it's all about scarcity, supply and demand. If a shoe comes out now, people gonna be selling them at brand new. It's a lot of brand new pairs. The market's gonna be up. Over time, more people wearing them. It's less pairs out there brand new. More people have seen them too. You know what I mean? So now the demand is up higher. You can sell it for more. And if you got 100 shoes, I tell a lot of young people this too. Like I said, we give game because I want to pour value into people, and I want to be around people that pour value into me. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not going to be selfish with it. I say if you have a certain amount of shoes that you want to make $50 on, a certain amount of shoes you want to double your profit, and then you have a certain amount of shoes you would take a little deal on, just know what you're working for,
That's real. And now when you're talking like that, I got another little metaphor, Like, and I think this is kind of what's transforming the shoe industry right now is that shoes are becoming like a form of currency. Like I deal in gold, like outside of teaching, like my 9 to 5, the thing I do on a daily basis is I'm a jeweler. You know what I mean? Like, and I deal with gold primarily, but gold has a value, and they also look at it as something that protects against inflation. Right. So like I know if everything else starts getting more, when I go to the grocery store, some people get mad when they pay $4 for gas per gallon. Me, I'm like, hold up. Something changing. Right. Like if they getting more money, I'm getting more money because I got that mentality where I hoard gold. You know what I mean? Like I got gold in some anonymous storage units that's just waiting because I know in 5 years there's no way that I'm gonna lose out on my money. But then you start talking about percentages. How much percentage of a hike do I expect gold to take? How much of a percentage of a hike do I expect this shoe to make? You know what I mean? Like all of these things are things that I want kids to start thinking about. Just imagine like if these kids started investing in like Apple stock when they got there, or we started investing in Apple stock when the iPhone first came out. Or would imagine if these kids stop thinking of these shoes as when I was growing up, buying Jordans was a good way to get robbed. You know what I mean? Like, having all of the fly stuff was what if you start thinking about this way? It's like, shit, I'm not getting this. I'm not doing this to get fly. I'm doing this because I appreciate the culture, but I'm also investing.
Right. And to be honest, one of the biggest things that the big box stores do for us, like Nike, right? They release things in scarcities. So when we get our hands on it, it's automatically increasing the value to us, right? So that's one of the blessings that they give us. Everybody gets upset and they're like, oh, no, they should release more. They should release more. They should release more. But guess what would happen if they release more? The value of everything would drop, right? Mm-hmm. So that's really what it comes down to.
That's real. And y'all just got me thinking in metaphor. Because like it's a thing in crypto where they burn the crypto. You know what I'm saying? Which causes the value to go up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Every time somebody wears some sneakers, they're burning a sneaker. Like, right. You know what I mean? That's one sneaker off the market. You know what I mean? That's where that thing go from pristine 10 out of 10 to lightly worn.
Right.
You wear that jump to Rose Bar, now it's unsellable. You know what I'm saying? Like now we negotiating. But now you also creating an industry, because what if I want to get in the sneaker game is just cleaning sneakers, refurbishing sneakers?
So I was about to say there's a business for that too. I'm a firm believer in wearing your kicks.
Yes.
I am a very, very firm believer in that, right? Because there's also a business in the resale of worn sneakers, exactly. Right? You wear them, you get them, you're the hype beast, you take the picture, you take the Instagram photo, you come in here and sell it. That's it.
That should be the advertisement.
That's exactly what
Deadstock DMV. What's that? 6815 Springfield Mall, Springfield, Virginia.
There you go. Take the Instagram picture and then sell it back to us.
Just come to Deadstock DMV after you get done with them things. We got you. We got you.
Said, look, and that's what I tell her to be said. Get your used sneakers, like brand new and used. A lot of people here, we educate. So some I don't want to say older people, but some people that's not so familiar with the sneaker market, they'll come and they'll look at some of the prices. Like, yes, we do have some shoes that's $400. We do have a shoe that's up here for $1,000, but we do have this shoe over here that's $100. Or they'll say, oh, y'all sell used shoes. We sell new and we sell used, but it's because it gives everybody an opportunity. That kid in middle school, that kid in high school, that college student, that grown up. If you want to pay $1,000, we got you. You want to pay $400, we got you. You want that popular shoe that's slightly worn, it's worth $300, but you can get it for $100 because it's slightly worn, we got you. Hey, so it works out for everybody. You don't have to come in here with a bag to get something nice. We got shirts for $30, we got shirts for $100. If you want to go to Rose Bar, if you want to go to brunch.
Hey, Rose Bar getting a lot of plugs right now.
Look, I ain't even been in Rose Bar, but that's the spot right there. You want to get a brunch, so supposedly they got to sponsor us next time, or let's promo. But yeah, so we just Deadstock DMV address. You can throw it out there. Springfield Town Center though. Yeah, we're not going nowhere. So whenever you ready, any occasion, Christmas, birthdays, you just want to be fly on a Tuesday to take your girlfriend out, pull up on us. We got art and all that.
One thing I can say about you guys is every time I interact with you, it seems like you guys are always taking another level up, And that's something that I think is important. Last time we spoke about the importance of really working with people around you, But I think another part that, should be considered in unison with that point is vertical integration as well. Like being married to this idea that in life we're supposed to elevate. We're supposed to do better. It ain't about doing good. It's about doing better, right?
That's right.
Right.
And that's that vertical integration when you integrate yourself with vertical progress. Get into a point that don't exist yet. It's not on the physical world yet. It doesn't exist around me. I can't find it looking around. The only way I can find this is looking up.
Sir.
You know what I mean? It's only one way.
That's
No,
real.
definitely.
It's up.
But it's also not just about, elevating. It's also about adapting.
Yeah.
Right. And that's really what it's come down to is one of the biggest things was finding our worth, figuring out what we were worth and identifying where we could do better.
Yeah.
The second thing is, okay, let's adapt. Let's look at the market, right? Art is a huge form right now, right? The clothing industry, huge industry right now. It all has a synergy with sneakers,
Yeah.
right? So let's not just put all of our eggs in one basket being sneakers. We got clothes and we got art. And let's start with local art because we got so much fire that's made here locally, right? Like you got the table right there, that bake table right there. That's Kevo right there, right? That's the art villain. He made that table. That's so dope, right?
Man, this table's so fire.
It's fire, right? And so it's about also promoting local, right? So that's one of the things.
Yeah, this is a fire table. This design pattern, it remind me of like Kuba cloth. It's like
Right.
a popular design in Africa. Yeah. Yeah, I got it tatted on me. When I first saw this table, I said, dog, I kind of want this.
I was about to say because that's like his.
Hey, look, he did it right there too. If you see over there on that art.
And he sold about 4 paintings, man, since we opened. Sold about 4 paintings, man.
So, and I was going to say that's another thing. You guys are like an art gallery in here, the
That's
way that you have
absolutely right.
everything
Exactly what we was
set
going
up.
for.
And you guys preserve art as well, clearly, right?
That's right.
Because that's another part about it. You can have a Mona Lisa, but do you know how to take care of it?
That's right. That's absolutely true. So my father was an artist, so it's very, very, very
Mhm.
close to me that we kind of build and grow around this too.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, we ain't gonna hold the people too long. Just tell the people like, what you guys got coming up, and anything pertinent, any pertinent information that they need to know, that need to meet their ears.
So now, if I'm gonna start, or you can go ahead and start.
What you?
Now, I'm about to say I got a whole list of things coming
I
up.
know he did.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all don't know, these boys is in to sports, kids leagues, adult leagues. They doing it all over here, man.
Absolutely.
Clothes.
Shameless plug.
So while he's pulling up the list, honestly, one of the biggest things we have going on is we are going to start a mentorship program with one of the local gyms here. We plan on getting an office in there where young kids can come in and talk to us anytime they want about starting a business, about just the sneaker industry, anything they want to come and talk to us about, and they just want someone confidant they can talk to. We're opening that up, so we'll release that information soon. We're gonna start doing local pop-ups. So we just did a pop-up for Prey, last weekend. Any local brands that want to do pop-ups, we're holding the weekends for those pop-ups. So we're gonna do an Absence brand, by Juanito. We'll do a pop-up. We'll do a pop-up for Deadstock as well, our brand. Any local brands that want to do pop-ups, we're holding the weekends for that.
That's amazing. I hope you guys are listening to that. If you're a local brand, maybe in the DMV, maybe outside the DMV, New York, LA, Atlanta, and you want to present your work, it's an opportunity here for you in a very high traffic new establishment. So definitely take advantage of that if you're listening. And if you guys need any type of help in the mentorship program, you could,
Come on up, If it ain't enough, Mo got you.
Patwan, you want to go before B go crazy?
Nah, B going to sum it up. Pretty much. Definitely going to sum it up.
Sorry, I'm gonna let
I don't got my
Twan
list together.
finish it up, so I'm gonna go second. Y'all got lucky I don't got my list, but I remember most of the stuff up here, kids. So we have our basketball tournament coming up. It's gonna be a cash prize 5-on-5. Bring if you have a business, if you have an organization, definitely come out. We have our toy drive with with Christmas coming up. We're gonna do something for Thanksgiving. Halloween, come on through. We're gonna have the candies. We maybe do a costume contest for a free shoe. Back to school, yes sir. We got back to school, backpacks, supplies, everything that goes with that. We're gonna be doing a coat drive. We're gonna be going out to DC because If you didn't know, Deadstock shoes brand new, DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So we're going to tap in with DC. We're going to do some things with the homeless, some things with just the essentials like socks, all those essentials, also like coats. So we have a lot going on. I can keep going, but I'm not going to bore y'all. But it's not boring when you talk about the community. That's one thing that we do. We're going to sell you shoes, but we also want to give everybody that value when it comes down to the sneakerheads, when it comes down to, you know, your grandmother, your uncle, the people that's out there that may need somebody that just it's an ear to talk to. People come in here and talk to us about sneakers. We'll listen to them. We're not going to brush you off. We don't want to be that sneaker store that feels like they're too good to communicate. You know, you had a question about something, we're going to talk to you. We're going to keep it moving. You know, we're going to make sure that you good to go, we good to go. Sometimes people talk to us 15 minutes. You know, I'm not going to be rude. I got a phone call. Like, you know, and then get away. But other than that, you know, we love it. We love y'all. We've been getting a lot of support in Springfield. Virginia's been so much love. Yeah, you know, deals to come for sure.
Hey, man. Speaking of that 5-on-5 tournament, you talk about that tournament that Rich Grills is a two-time champion in.
2 for 2, right? I'm gonna tell you.
You talk about that, John. Maybe I need to bring my 5.
We need cameras and we need an extra ref because you know that second one. But the third time we was ready, but he was too busy. Yeah, we was ready the third time, but he was too busy to come out there.
Hey, listen, man, just send us the date. I'm gonna make sure I got my 5. I'm gonna make sure I got my 5, and you know, make it 3.
Hey, you definitely a competitor out there.
Make it 3. I'm just the coach, man. I don't do no hooping. I be on my old school Dykeman, on my old school, you know, Rucker Park. I'm gonna just be on the sidelines with about 50,000 of jewelry on me. If anybody want to place a bet, you know where to find me. But we ain't gonna get there. Shout out to that Deadstock DMV hoop tournament, man. It's always a good time, especially when Rich Girls come up to, you know, make sure that everybody know who champions, you know. Shameless plug.
We'll do. But nah, yeah, other than that, just, you know, what these brothers said, man, like, it's just a lot to stay up with. So the main thing is also consistency, man. Like, just ain't nothing if we can't continue to do it. You know what I mean? So,
hey, man, talk about your brand, bro.
There you go.
Talk about your brand, bro.
Yeah.
I got some pieces, man.
Yeah, man. So my brand is 3D. Don't doubt, do. Actually got the shirt on right now. You know, it's in its beginning stages. The idea just kind of came to me. You know what I mean? And the idea came to me, and it just hit me, man. Like, hey, I'm sitting here thinking about a logo. It all just came to me at one night. So just took it and ran with it, man. Now it's just, you know, finding time to sit down and really get comfortable with the brand.
What's 3D stand for?
Don't doubt, do. Yes, sir. So yeah, just trying to get comfortable with the brand, you know, incorporate more with it. But like I said, just trying to stay consistent with other areas. The store, just, you know, really putting that time in with the store, just because, you know, doing this all again, like Reef said, want to create them proteges. Till we do, you know, we got to be in here putting in that work. You know, then there's always family. But yeah, man, 3D, don't doubt, do. Be on the lookout. It's going to be some new stuff coming out pretty soon.
Man, I love to hear it, man. Just once again, I want to give a special shout out to my boy B, Sharif, Twan. If you don't remember anything else, don't doubt, do. And last but not least, love all, live life, and leave the world a better place than how you found it. It's Rich. It's the Rich Broadcast Network. It's the show Entrepreneurial Spirit. And we're going to holler at y'all next time. We out.